Y'all know him as Zero, but let's get to know Khleo Thomas on the media that makes us. Hey guys, welcome back to the media that makes us. And today's guest is incredible. I truly grew up with him from childhood to adulthood now. Khleo Thomas, thank you so much for joining me.
What's happening? I'm so glad to see you.
I know. I missed you. It's been forever.
I feel like it's been, what, a month or a week?
True.
We see each other like constantly. So the fact that you're even still interested in like wanting to like talk to me in any way, I'm like, you probably know everything about me. But
I feel like there's a few things I might not know, and also a few things your fans don't know. So I feel like we really are going to figure out the shaping of you today.
The shaping of me. Okay,
because this entire podcast is about how you shape the media, but also what shaped you into who you are as an individual, not just the actor.
Love this. This is going to be fun. You're going to dive deep. I'm in.
I'm trying. Yeah. Let's see what we can get to today.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
Now, I know you decided at a young age that you wanted to be an actor. Mm-hmm. Do you remember your first acting role?
I do. My very first acting role was a commercial for Fisher-Price toys. And it was this crazy giveaway that Fisher-Price was doing where they were giving away a whole minivan full of Fisher-Price toys. And the only line I had to say was, well, how did we get all the toys home? And then the minivan rolled in. So that was my very first gig, man. And I remember seeing my mom just lighting up because I told her this is what I wanted to do. We were living in Germany at the time. And for me to go to her and tell her this is this thing that I want to achieve at a very early age, she was just like, I don't know, but okay. And then that ended up coming true. And it's been up ever since.
And from 5 to 13, there's some few things in there, a couple guest starring roles, but the biggest role that really kind of put you in front of so many people's eyes was Holes.
But of course.
As you can see.
Yeah.
I did a little Zero bound today.
I love it. Shout out to Hector Zeroni, continuing to live in his own little unique way. I love it.
No, because Zero, like in the book, obviously it's more traumatic than what we got in the movie. Mm-hmm. However, Zero... it's such a lovable character. Because I think what you did such well as a young actor was the fact that you were able to emote so much without saying a word until obviously later in the movie. I thought that was incredible to watch.
Thank you.
Watching you at 13 being able to still be in a scene and emote. Also saying, the saying is you can do a lot with a little. Like Hector Zeroni is that embodiment.
Man, that's a bar. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I've never heard it articulated like that. That was dope. Thank you.
I tried.
Yeah.
But also, before I get into Holes, because it shaped so many people's childhoods, what I find interesting is that Friday After Next and Holes are set 1 year apart, but the performances couldn't be even more different.
I didn't know that. Are they really a year apart?
They're like Friday After Next came out the year before Holes.
Wow. Yo, in my head, I don't register it as that. They feel so far apart.
Really?
Whoa, okay. Okay, now I know. All right, yes, and I agree with you. Two completely different roles. With Friday After Next, man. Look, you grew up a fan of the Friday franchise. Of course, everyone's watched the first one. Next Friday comes out. We're introduced to Day Day, and there's so many iconic lines in that. And then being a part of Friday After Next, I remember walking on set and seeing Cat Williams for the very first time. And seeing this Money Mike character walk in the hair and the blade coming out, it was a lot. And then meeting Mike Epps for the first time. And I've told this story recently. Mike Epps said something very slick to me. And now that I'm older, I knew what he meant. And if I see Mike again, I had a chance to work with Mike again in Roll Mounts. But yeah, he was like, hey, man, that's your mama. Mm-hmm. Hey, man, I'll trade my mama for your mama. And I didn't catch it at the time because I'm a kid. But now I'm grown. Now I'm grown. If I catch Mike, yeah, we're going to have a talk about that one, partner.
I'm surprised you didn't try to guest star on like Upshaw just for that. That would have been
for that interaction, just for that one, man. Roll Bounce. Friday After Next was a lot of fun, man. I think we only spent like 2 or 3 days on that set, and there was a lot of kids. They shot a lot of different kid scenes for that whole Christmas in the shopping center moment. So a lot of kids stuff got cut. So it was surprising to see that me and Daniel Curtis Lee's scene got a chance to stay in there.
Is Friday After Next a part of your holiday watch list? Is it in the rotation? recommendation.
Yo, true story. It came out on DVD while I was filming Walking Tall, and we, as a family, watched it over and over and over again. This is the summertime. We're in Vancouver, Canada. We're filming for Walking Tall, and we watched the blooper reel like every single night. So that was our experience with Friday After Next. If it comes up, I'm watching it for sure.
Yeah.
But that's the time I could say I ran it back to back to back to back. Yeah.
Now, getting into Holes. What I'm curious about is because Holes was such an iconic book that breathed into a iconic movie. What initially drew you to the character of Zero?
Man, the audition process was something different for me up to that point. I remember going in for the very first read, and then I got a call back, and then I met the director, Andrew Davis, and Andrew gave me a lot of different notes in the room, which I hadn't experienced before. Like, I had done auditions and callbacks and booked a few things, but this was the first time a director wanted to like really work with me in the room. And I remember wondering like they're not saying, okay, thanks for coming in. Like, we're still here. Okay, this is cool. So ran through the scene a couple more times, and then it came to the chemistry test time. And the chemistry test was interesting because they called in like every single young black actor that I knew. Taj Mari, I remember looking at the list. I saw Taj Mari's name. I saw Bow Wow. I saw Romeo. I saw Orlando Brown. I saw the names that I recognized and grew up watching. But what drew me to the role ultimately was this camaraderie that, you know, we see between Stanley and Zero. Like, we saw a sense of like, these two are going to go through a lot together. And in this book that has entertained millions around the world, this was a way of telling, you know, if you believe and you are kind in the long term, things will work out. And that's what I noticed very early on. Like, oh, this is going to be something really epic. I didn't know we were filming the movie for real until like 2 weeks into it, which is a whole other story, but a lot of fun.
Because I heard you guys had to go through training.
Yeah.
To be able to be in the desert for as long as you guys were in the desert.
Yes, we did a month of pre-production, and it was all training. They had us running miles every day, actually digging a hole, climbing ropes. It was a lot. But I'm very thankful for that process because it prepared us for what we were going to deal with out there in the desert for real. 2 months in the desert, 100+ degree weather every single day. It was a lot. It was a lot not only on the crew, it was a lot not only on the cast, but also the crew. And, you know, job well done.
I mean, 20+ years later, we're still talking about it. So I would definitely say job well done.
It feels good to have one on your resume that can stand the test of time. I really do hold a lot of pride in that.
And what I'm curious about, because what Holes I think is exceptional about not only the importance of reading, but the importance of being able to read, especially with the character Zero, who, as we know in the movie, Stanley teaches him how to read because it's something he didn't have a chance to, because also he spent a good time on the streets.
Yeah.
And did it encourage you to get more into reading books as well, playing this character, doing this movie?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It allowed me to really understand, like, you know, I'm coming from school. You know, we booked this film in the summer of my 7th grade year. I was in middle school at this time. So, you know, I still had so much education left to learn in a traditional educated system. Not only did it inspire me to, you know, want to pick up more books and, you know, be lost within the pages of these incredible stories, but it also helped me, you know, want to connect back with the youth. You know, this is a book that is still in certain curriculums around, you know, in America. And these kids have been reading this book and watching this movie in their classrooms for 22 years. And I think that's really, really special. So I like the fact that now, you know, I put it out there. I've tweeted about it. You know, if there's any teachers out there that I can virtually visit into the classrooms, answer any questions about the movie, I'm willing to do it. And I love doing it. I think last year we did like 86 classrooms.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So far, what are we? We're in May?
Yes.
Yeah, we're currently in May. I think we're at 36 right now. So I hope
for the year 2025.
Yeah, for 2025. So I hope that I can top it next year and then just continue to just do it because I love it and I can do it from anywhere. You know, I love the fact that I can just pick up my phone and, you know, share my story with the kids who want to know.
Do you have a favorite book?
Do I have a favorite book of all time? Ooh. See, it's weird because I can do like the fantasy stuff. I can do like the sci-fi kind of novels, but we'll have to say we're going to go with the 48 Laws of Power on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to go with the 48 Laws of Power. Yeah. And Mamba Mentality. I love that. It sits right still on my coffee table.
Now, your character is a descendant of Madame Zeroni, played by the legendary Eartha Kitt. Now, obviously, you guys did not have scenes together.
Yeah.
But is there anything you remember about either meeting her, being on set at the same time, that still stays with you today?
Like you mentioned, we didn't have any scenes together, but the director, Andy Davis, made a point to get me to set to meet her. So it was one of our earliest days, actually. Maybe day 2, day 3. He takes me. They call me to set, and she's there, and she's sitting in her chair. And Andy introduces me to her, and she shakes my hand, and she says, "Oh, very handsome, very handsome." And then they're getting ready to shoot, and Andy has me sit next to him, and she does the "If you forget to come back from Madame Zeroni, you and your family will be cursed for always in eternity." She does that line. And then Andy leans over to me. He was like, "Do you think you could do it the same way?" And I was like, "Yeah." It wasn't in my sides in the trailer to do this, but yeah, I could do this. And I go up there and I do it. And I didn't know that Andy had planned for that to be the post-credit at the end of the film, which a lot of people don't even know that there is a post-credit scene in Holes. It's Zero doing that. But my memory with the amazing legendary Eartha Kitt is that moment, and also seeing my dad freeze when he saw her, because to him that's Catwoman. You know, that's that generation for him. He froze in his tracks when he saw the legendary Eartha Kitt. So to be able to be a descendant of this not only amazing character, but to be family to this amazing, iconic Black woman in Hollywood is a testament to just, grateful for the opportunity.
And you say you think it's amazing that something you've been in on your resume is still testing time. What did it feel for you the first time you saw somebody do a Zero cosplay in person? Because I was there and it was amazing. But I want to know what was going through your mind the exact moment you saw it.
It felt surreal. It felt surreal because in Disney's bubble, right? Like I was a Disney fan before any of this. Like I grew up watching these films, loving these stories, singing these songs, going to Disneyland, collecting Mickey Mouse stuff. Like I'm a Disney guy. So to have a role on my resume that is considered a Disney film, I personally didn't feel like it was really in the spectrum of Disney because it's such a very different film. There's some violence in here. I choked somebody out. I hit somebody with a shovel. I picked up an 8-ball ready to swing it on somebody. We got some violence in here. They killed a black man. Like this is a very deep Disney movie.
True,
so I never considered it really in the space of it all. So there was times where I wondered, and I'm like, oh, maybe it really is just kind of like an offshoot of it. Maybe it's there's a core audience for it, and that's it, because we don't ever really see the Disney machine put their marketing around a re-release or like more people to watch. They don't. It's organically done. This film and this book have been, reread and rewatched by generations of people who just want to share the story, not from a machine to give it another look. So to see Zero at D23 was surreal because I'm like, oh my God, like it really does mean this much. That's really cool.
I mean, people still sing Diggin'.
Oh yeah,
taking it like
yeah. No, I deserve a plaque for that record. Actually, I think I deserve a platinum plaque for that song.
I mean, why not? I mean, I'm pretty sure people who watch this video will say it went double, triple platinum.
100%. Like Radio Disney. I know we was #1 for a while, man. Like, let me go ahead and get a plaque for that. Shout out to Dougie Fresh, who was in the studio with us for that too. People don't know that Dougie Fresh was in the studio working to help us create that record.
And the fact that you guys did that, the song wasn't originally even going to be on the soundtrack. It was something that came about from filming it.
Yeah, we would.
Apparently, the 6-hour bus ride back and forth.
You know your research. Yeah.
I tried.
I love it. This is that because you're a professional. You were professional. Yeah, we would freestyle from the hotel to the set in the middle of the desert. And one day the producer happened to be on our bus, and she heard it, and then she went to the powers that be and was like, "Hey, you need to let them do the original song." It was a marketing play, and it worked.
It worked really well.
It worked. I was the first kid to put a FUBU shirt on in a Disney Channel original song. I love it.
And what I'm curious about, because after Holes, you did another Disney movie. But before we really get into that second Disney movie, because a lot of people don't remember this. I remember, the North remembers. I want to know if your love of wrestling came from either going to the mat or from working with The Rock in Walking Tall.
Listen, that is a great question. I have been a wrestling fan my entire life. All right. I grew up Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDowns, loving The Rock's promos, loving to hear Stone Cold Steve Austin's glass break. I got in trouble for doing the chops at school for telling people to suck it. I was scared of The Undertaker and Kane. Like, that was my era. The Hardy Boys, like, I love that era. So getting a chance to do, okay, you're going to know more than I would at this point. What came first, Walking Tall or Going to the Mat?
They came out the same year.
What? Oh, I was hitting these. I was banging them out. Yo.
They actually came out Going to the Mat premiered in 2020. Hold up. I can say this.
Okay.
Going to the Mat came out in 2004.
Okay.
Walking Tall premiered 2004.
Wow. Okay. All right. So I had some hits on the list. Okay. Cool. I remember when we started doing Going to the Mat, I had known what like traditional wrestling was, and the training for this film was crazy because there was a school like in Santa Monica, and it was like the real Russian mat wrestlers. So when they were like, yeah, so you booked this role, next week you're gonna start training, I'm like, cool. And then I get in there and I was like, holy shit, this is way different than I was expecting. They were really putting me through the ringer.
You're so
loved
tiny.
it. Yeah, come on. I
You're
was like
so tiny.
95 pounds, maybe. Like I was a skin flint.
Which is funny because in the movie of Going to the Mat, they're like, oh, you're 103. And that's
not even. Not soaking wet was 103 at that time, man. So much fun shooting Going to the Mat. You know, Andrew Lawrence and great cast, Wayne Brady, incredible true story. So I love the fact that I got a chance to be a part of a Disney Channel original movie. Doing Walking Tall with The Rock, obviously the great one that people chant, the most electrifying man in sports and all of entertainment. Dream come true, because he was my guy. The Rock was my guy growing up. Yeah.
And it's crazy because like it was the same height, the hair is the same, going from both Walking Tall and Going to the Mat. But going back to Going to the Mat, something your character said, which I also find, it was like a nice self-fulfilling prophecy, is because you're teased for how tiny you are.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just like, give me 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
And personally, I think it like maybe it was like less than 5 actually, and when the actual growth spurt happened.
Yep.
Because you can like, you see the difference in your career trajectory when you're doing roles. And I was just like, because I rewatched it recently to make sure I do my things. And I was like, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy if I've ever heard one.
Man, you got to make me go back and watch this stuff. I might need to rewrite my lore around here. Jeez, I might have been playing myself down a bit. I didn't know I had it like that. Okay, thank you.
I try.
I thank you very much for that. Now I know.
I love Going to the Mat. I think Going to the Mat was in that era of Disney Channel original movies that weren't afraid to like really push boundaries, wasn't afraid to take risk.
Mm.
Because a little bit after it started, we got more musical, which is, don't get me wrong, give me High School Musical. I love High School Musical. Give me Descendants. Give me Lemonade Mouth. I was here for all of it. But like that era of Disney Channel, it was True Confessions. It was Color Friendship, Rip Girls.
Yeah.
It was like it was a huge proponent of really not being afraid to push a boundary.
For sure.
Especially because Going to Mat is a true story, and a lot of people might not remember that or know that.
Yeah, based on a true story, man. And you know, I remember as we were filming, I got a chance to meet the man that inspired Andrew Lawrence's character, and to know that was his real story. And for a whole film to be made out of it, we were shooting in Salt Lake City, Utah. It was truly inspiring, man. And I think back to Disney Channel at that time. Like I grew up a Disney movie guy, so I really wasn't tapped in with Disney Channel as much as the rest of everyone. And then it wasn't until years later that I understood that like it raised a generation. People loved this channel. They loved the Disney Channel original movies. They were looking forward to see the kid do the splits through the trampoline. Like that's when they knew, oh, everyone shut up because something's coming on. I didn't experience that, but I later in life learned that was very important for people, man.
So you didn't see Up and Away when it came out?
I didn't.
That is crazy to me.
I missed Up and Away. I missed Brink. I missed Luck of the Irish.
Blasphemy.
I missed Smart House. I missed all of the hitters.
You missed the like electrifying era of early DComs, truly.
But I went back. I went public about this.
I remember because that show was in your comment section.
Yes, and then people made me go back and start watching them. And Smart House was a banger. Smart House
Truly
was a
is.
banger.
But
I'm saving Brink for last because everyone co-signs Brink.
You know, the guy who helped write Going to the Mat is the same guy who wrote Smart House, right?
I know now.
Stu is the writer of Smart House, Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, Phantom of the Megaplex.
Banger.
Such a banger. Mickey Rourke.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
Going to the Mat, and Now You See Me.
Wow. And Now You See Me.
Mm-hmm.
The
Magic.
Wow. Killed that.
Yes.
Killed that. Which is, I think, is getting a third part now.
Oh, now you see me in DCOM.
Oh, DCOM. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the got it.
But yeah, I will be there for that as well. So.
Got you. Yeah, man. Bangers.
Yeah.
Bangers. I got to give it good, I tip my hat to that era of DCOMs. You guys definitely raised a generation.
I'm kind of glad you were able to go back. You weren't afraid to really go back and rewatch it, and because you're seeing it with the different eyes than we did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you're seeing it as an adult, but as an adult who loves Disney, who's still a kid at heart.
Yep.
So it still reaches you just in a different way than it did us.
100%. I am not sitting there at all like, oh my God, this is cringe. Like, no, I get what I'm watching, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get why this was like had a chokehold on a generation. I love it.
And before we get into Roll Bounce, because yes, we really will. Do you ever go back and think of what would have happened if you had booked High School Musical?
That I'm aware of, we were offered High School Musical. Like, that was a for sure go. It wasn't even a book thing. It was like, here's your next project. And I got to like page something, and I saw Begins dance routine, and I was just like, nope. I was like, this is Grease with a basketball. Like, I didn't get it. Mentally, I just didn't get it. At the same time, I grew up idolizing like basketball for real. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm still an NBA fanatic. I grew up playing street ball right here down the street from where we are. Like, I really loved basketball, idolizing like Tracy McGrady and Kobe Bryant and Vince Carter and the And1 street ball guys. Like, so it was just a different view for me at the time when I read the script. I didn't know what this really was. But to answer your question as far as like, do I think of what would happen? Not really, because shout out to Corbin Blue. I think that branding wise alone, we are two very different individuals in life. And which is not like, that's just what I see. Obviously we're all different, but like, I don't think the trajectory of what Khleo Thomas is today comes if I have that attached to me.
Okay.
Yeah. It's basketball. I'm like, for the rest of my life, I got to worry about someone saying like, yo, ball up. Like, yo, I want to see you play ball for real.
I mean, technically they're just like, get your head in the game.
Yeah. See, I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing
so
that.
A musical isn't in your future.
It is now.
Okay.
It is now.
So Khleo is now.
Yeah, for sure. Because I can see all of what we do in entertainment. At that time I was like, I don't think this is for me. At the same time, like, look at the roles that came right before that. Yes, we have Holes, which has a lot of edge to Zero and things like that. There's a film called Badass, which was about the first black, one of the first black independent filmmakers with Melvin Van Peebles and Mario Van Peebles. Like, that's a very edgy film to do right after Holes. So there's some things in there that it was just like, it just didn't, what I saw happening for me, I didn't see that. Okay. I was like, yeah. But yeah, there's no part of me that has any kind of like regret for not doing High School Musical, because I'm kind of cool with the Zero branding forever. I'm okay with that for sure.
And now we're going to get into Roll Bounce.
Cool.
Because Roll Bounce is one of those rare Black films that really is just about Black joy.
Yeah.
Like, obviously the grief's in there, but it truly, at the end of the day, that movie is about Black joy. So I want to know, what brings you joy?
Ooh, great question. In this era of my life?
Because you've lived many.
Wow. Man, I'm enjoying so much having my family along with me for the ride. They've always been there. You feel me? Like, every project you've named, we were shooting during either the summertime or like that winter break from my brothers. So they were out of school anyway. So they were on set with me. So anything I was doing working wise, they were always there. We were playing video games back at the hotel. But in this era of my life, being able to like really maximize all that I've accomplished and learned and have them along this journey with me, and they're getting a chance to experience these things, they're learning new things, they're picking up new skills, that means so much to me. I have a blast with that. We were just in Japan together. Me and my little brother were just in Boston for PAX East, and he's a huge video game guy. who I took my little sister Khleo with me to I think it was Seattle for Leica Studios. And she's a huge art girl, so her getting a chance to talk with the animators who put together Coraline and Kubo, like that's
Nice.
her lane. I took Kadeem, my brother who loves tech, to CES, and he's been going to Engadget and Gizmodo.com every year since he was like 10 years old. Every year when CES would happen, so he could know what tech was coming. So the fact that I get invited and I can bring him to the world that he loves, that's what I'm having the most fun with right now.
I love that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, especially because you've been able to build your platform through Twitch and other social media platforms and have your family with you.
Yeah.
With especially your game nights. Those are fun.
Yeah,
like
man.
that.
Shout out to the Four Controllers. Four Controllers with a K, by the way, on all social media platforms.
When you hear that this year marks the 20th anniversary of Roll Bounce,
Wow.
how does that make you feel when you think back about the experience from filming to it being released?
Man. You know, I got one, right? We got Holes, which is 22 years as of right now, 22 years since that experience. But with Roll Bounce, it feels so much different because I got to see the impact of that film in a completely different way. Right after we did Roll Bounce, the movie hadn't even come out yet, and then me and Bow Wow go on tour together. He takes me on Scream Tour, and every night at the show, he's promoting it. He's saying, yo, this is Khleo Thomas. Y'all may know him from this film. Me and him got this brand new movie coming out called Roll Bounce. And I'm seeing people react to it then. Cool. Then the movie comes out, and you suddenly, when we went back on tour, it was like people showing up with the afros. You saw people like picking their hair out. I was like, oh, it impacted. And I love that, right? And then also at the same time, like Friday After Next was Hood Classic, right? So I'm seeing the interactions from that even growing up. But with Roll Bounce, it felt like it touched not only our generation, but the OGs. It felt like the parents got a chance to relive their golden time as well. So that's what meant the most to me when it came to Roll Bounce. So for it to be 20 years, wow. Grateful, happy, and I could still do the routine. Still got the routine down.
We might make you prove that.
I can do that. I still got it down.
At a later date. At a later date. That we talked about.
Yes, we did. We discussed it.
At a later date.
And
So,
stay tuned for details on that. Stay tuned for some details. Yeah. Yes.
After Roll Bounce, you also got to be Bow Wow's hype man on the Scream Tour.
Yeah.
And then you also recently reconnected for the Millennium Tour.
Yeah.
And what was it like for you to have this full circle moment?
Man, it's okay. Here I am later on in life, so now I can look back at everything, right? So now I'm really aware of who I am to people, right? And I couldn't think of any other example in which you saw the biggest hip hop or music artist star and a actor who was very important to a generation on the same stage at the same time, and it means something. I don't have another example of that. When like Bow Wow and Zero, like, and I can say that now separate. Like I couldn't say that then. I could say that now. Bow Wow and Zero is kind of that's a moment for people.
Yeah.
I can say that now. I couldn't even really structure it then. So to go and do 30 plus cities shoulder to shoulder with this guy who could have brought anybody from that set along with him to experience this. / he's never needed anybody on stage with him ever. He's been doing arenas since he was 14 years. Not theaters, not a club. He's been doing arenas since he was 14. That's a whole different skill set and monster to have. He didn't need anybody out there with him. For him to invite me on this journey with him and give me the game the way he did, there's nothing I can ever do to repay him. I was never going to get that from acting. I was never going to get that experience from acting. It's one thing to be noticed for who you are because of the projects you've done, the TV and film. It's a whole other thing to stand in the middle of Madison Square Garden without iPhones at that time and let 20,000 plus people scream their energy directly at you. You're not getting that from film. So I'm forever grateful to him for even allowing me to be a part of this monster that is him, right? So that was at that era. We toured for a while, and then very recently, he's on the Millennium Tour. I just got back from Japan, and he's like, yo, I want to do this thing in LA. I need you out here. And we talk, but I didn't expect. I'm like, bro, like you doing your thing, I'm doing mine. Ain't no way you serious about really make. He's like, nah, I need you out here for this moment.
And fans went crazy.
They went ballistic. And I'm not gonna lie, there was a little worry if they would, one, care, or two, remember that this was a thing before. And when I saw social media light up the way it did, is like we're so happy to see this. I was like, damn, that's really cool to see. That's really cool to see that people remembered when me and him used to just kill stages. There used to be artists that hated coming on after us. They used to hate that shit. Oh my God. If we were doing radio dates and those are like the powerhouse of the power jams where you had like all the top artists who had their biggest singles and da-da-da. If an artist came after Bow Wow, they used to be pissed because we took all the energy. They'd come out there to no cheers. They used to hate it. It's like, yo, can he go on last, bro? And that was like our secret weapon because you had two of us who had nothing but energy running through the stages. So it felt good. It was an amazing experience, and I am forever grateful to be able to have that from Bow. He could have gave that opportunity to anybody, and I hope that when he asked for me to be there, that I showed up every single time.
I love that.
Yeah.
And another person you worked with that brought joy and laughs was Bernie Mac.
Hey.
How was guest starring on the Bernie Mac show?
Oof. Okay, so we're going to share a real story that happened to me not too long ago. Bernie was obviously an icon and a legend to the comedy game. Guys like Bernie, like comedians, work their asses off on that road in hopes to one day have their name and show on network television. Their name and the word show on networks, right? Bernie got that. Then Bernie had a hell of a Hollywood run. Several different projects underneath his belt. Several.
Yes.
When I did the Bernie Mac show, Bernie, I believe, was going through some of his health stuff. And I had to see Bernie get wheeled like via the cart. Mm-hmm. Like, so they would have to drive him right to his mark. He would stand up and do the scene with me. And then he would, we'd do a few takes and then the cart would come up, pick him up, and then he would drive off. And I was 16 at the time, 16 or 17, somewhere around that age. And that to me really stuck in my head because it was like he was physically, he has to be here. Because this is his name on this show. This production doesn't move if he's not here. Regardless of whatever he's going through, he's still showing up. Mm-hmm. And that instilled that in me, right? A couple months ago, I'm doing this project and I'm asthmatic. I'm allergic to cats, dogs, things like that. I'm doing this project and I'm on set, and by hour 4, I'm still wheezing and I can't figure out why. And I'm taking my inhaler. My lungs aren't opening up. This is we're in our production still. Like, we just came back from the break. So like I'm here. I called my little sister and I asked her to come and bring my nebulizer to set. Luckily, I have, like, in my car, I have like the outlet, so you can just plug it right in. So I could be in the privacy of my car, plugged it in, took my nebulizer. My lungs still not opening up, and we still got about a 4-hour day left. So it's creeping up, and I can't breathe. And I had to look at the director. I'm like, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to stay here till we're done filming, but I can't go back in this house unless you're calling action. And I've never done this, like, ever. I've never felt this. Like, I'm asthmatic. I've been asthmatic my whole life, but I could not breathe. So they called the final cut. I rushed to my car. I call my mom. I call my brothers and my sister. I'm like, I can't breathe. I don't know where a hospital is. So I get to the hospital. They check me in. My heart rate's through the roof. I can't breathe. They can tell my lungs are closed. I had an allergic reaction to something in that house, whether it was the cats. It was one of those old houses that's like over there in like Glendale. Mm-hmm. Do you know how they have like some of those preservation houses that they can't touch at all? Yeah. So whatever's in there is in there. How it's built is how it's built. So I don't know if it was the walls, the ceiling, the dust, something shut me down. And I feel like, looking back on it, I should have not leaned so much on seeing the visual of Bernie in that moment of him still pushing through. I should have checked out when I knew I couldn't breathe. I should have stopped. So that's my experience with that. Bernie for sure taught me that no matter what, you show up and you do your job. But at the same time, man, how much we as humans are that fragile. If Bernie would have had the time to recover, if Bernie would have had the time to sit back, was he even able to have that option? That's what I look back on for that, for Bernie. And that recently happened. That was about 6 months. Where are we in we're in May? This happened in February. It happened on my brother's birthday. So this happened in February. Here now. I'm good. Yes. But man, that sucked. That sucked. I have not been in that situation ever. So that scared the shit out of me. So yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, because obviously it happened. You're still here and we're so grateful.
We good.
And I want to talk about, I love indie films.
Okay.
I truly, absolutely love indie films. It's like my favorite thing to watch outside of mainstream. Because there's more freedom for that. And
for sure.
You're in one of my favorite indie films. Remember the Days.
Oh my God. Whoa. Yeah. Remember the Days.
That is the first time I've ever hated someone you've played.
Yeah, I was the worst.
Your character was...
I hated that guy.
The attractive but absolute trash boyfriend.
F-boy. F-boy by definition.
Like truly.
Yeah.
But like it's crazy because this film that was released in 2007 has like so many people before the big things that they did past it.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about Leighton Meester, Brie Larson,
Amber
Heard, Alexa Pena Vega. Obviously, you and Wesley are in it, which is also the reconnection.
Yeah, we've worked like so many projects together. Yep.
Which is a nice reconnection. We had Chris Marquette, Douglas Smith.
Yeah.
Like the cast is Maeve, who
Stella
did
Maeve, yep.
Who did The Magicians. Oh, there it is. I was like, it's so close. To do this movie, and when you look back at doing this movie, what do you remember about that time?
Chaos. That set was chaos. And I'm coming in like, let me tell you just how like vastly different everyone really was. It's a wild set. You just named all these incredible names, incredible actors and actresses.
Melanie Diaz also for Charmed. I had
Yup, she's in it too.
Oh, and Lindsay, I can't say her last name. Lindsay Fonseca.
I believe so.
Yes. Who, for those who remember Nikita.
Good catch. Yeah. Everybody on that set is grown, very much grown. I think this was the project that they wanted me for, but I had to be emancipated in order to do it. But I didn't feel comfortable flying to, I think we shot in North Carolina. I didn't feel comfortable flying to North Carolina and not having a parent with me. I was like, my parents have been involved always, right? And I'm very thankful for my parents because they were never the set mom and dad. They would be there only solely to make sure that
you were okay.
Their son was okay. They were never involved with like decision makings and this like because they didn't want to be those kinds of people. So my thing was that was my safety net and that was my system. I was not 18 yet. I was not grown. I wanted my parents. Someone had to be with me. So
before you continue, I just love how you said that. I was 17. I was not grown.
I knew that. I was very aware.
I think multiple people need to hear that. Just
let me show you how not grown I was to the point where I'm like, all right, I want a parent with me. Kingdom Hearts 2, the video game, came out the day I landed to do that movie. I told the driver, take me straight to a Walmart. I bought a slim PlayStation 2. I bought Kingdom Hearts 2. I bought the Fight Night that had just come out around that time. I was in my trailer playing those video games because it was nothing but night shoots. Yeah. Most of that film we were shooting at night. I was in my trailer playing the video games while everyone else was whatever, up to whatever. So that's how much of a not grown person I was. I was like, I'll be playing video games. Kingdom Hearts specifically, a Disney Final Fantasy game. That's what I'll be playing. So yeah, no, that was an incredible experience though, to be able to work with Wesley again. And for me, that was my first time seeing Wesley really show his range as an actor. I saw him on City Guys for the very first time, and he's just a teenager, the cool guy, right? Mm-hmm. And then we do Badass together, and he plays a Black Panther member. And then we do Roll Bounce, and he's the antagonist, and he's the sexy machismo, shirt off, chest out, ripped, you know? And then with this character, he had to be a kid again, but a kid with no structure, hanging out in the middle of America somewhere. And I'm like, I've seen this guy do 4 different people. And that was the first time I noticed how amazing Wesley Jonathan was. So that's my story from going because the film is called
Remember the Days.
Remember the Days, but that
it was
wasn't
called something else.
It was called something else. I don't remember the name of the original film, but yeah.
I thought if I like Beautiful Ordinary People.
Beautiful Ordinary.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Good catch. Jesus Christ, we've done way too much in life. Yes, Beautiful Ordinary was the name of the original movie. Yes.
It's literally one of my because I saw you, Wesley, in it. I was like, oh, Brie Larson. I love Mark Kelly, and it is like this depiction of the fact that it's set in 1999. Like, you know, party like it's 1999, but all these kids are like, we taking like Alexa and Stella's characters. They're just graduated middle school.
Yeah.
Man, why you have a car?
Yeah. There's some stuff in there.
There's some, I got questions. And then also, granted, I think y'all are juniors, about to be seniors for your character, yours and Wesley's character. But also just like, what's up for like Youngblood? What's like fresh meat? Like,
dog.
Like
wild lines. Wild lines.
Yeah, very much. I mean, very much so. And very, and obviously it's 19. So I can't even trip because the year is set in. But like, oh, so we're just gonna do shrooms in the backyard of somebody's house that you're babysitting in, and then we're gonna go to this little outside near a baseball park and just party and drink.
Party, have a brawl. I leave Amber Heard in the forest. She's trying to make out with me, and I heard my partner call me, so I run out there to go fight with them. And
then you leave her.
I left her. Wild time. Wild movie. I
love that movie though. Like
you're one of the first I've ever heard. Even yeah. So good to hear.
I like it because it really is just depicting high school kids doing high school kids things, also not recognizing the problematic things that they're doing or why being with this older dude is not good for you. But again, at that age in high school, we don't think about that.
Got you.
It's not a conscious, like, oh, why is it wrong? Because we don't know no better.
So it is a coming of age kind of film. So it's like Euphoria of its time.
Yeah, I would say that.
Wow.
Definitely.
Okay.
Except for like, I don't think nobody's full on addicted. Well, except for like Chris Marquette's brother, who also, the two brothers together being in the movie was also crazy.
Yeah. And yeah, he was actually voicing one of the characters in the Kingdom Hearts game. He walked by the trailer. He's like, I'm in that. I was like, wait, which character? That's how much of a kid I was. Jesus. Such a young kid. So much fun.
Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, because I'm not a gamer, as we can just tell for a second. I used to. Like I had Nintendo 64, so I was a huge Super Mario fan. Then I got PlayStation 2.
Yep.
So I was very Lara Croft.
Nice. Tomb Raider, come on now.
And then I somehow stopped for some reason. I think because I started reading. And I just exchanged one for the other essentially. But what fandoms are you a fan of?
Oh my God. Look in the background of any of my Twitch streams and you'll see there's everything.
I know, but for those who may not.
Man, we can start with sneakers, and then we go to anime, and then we go to comic books, and then I'm just a nostalgia vault. There's things that I have that I just had to go buy because I wanted it. Like Nickelodeon technology, I needed it. Like the Nickelodeon phone, the actual working telephone. If you call when I'm home, my brother, the tech guy, set it up to where it's Bluetooth connected to my iPhone.
Nice.
So if someone calls that phone, it rings, like the real Nickelodeon phone in my kitchen rings, and I go pick that up to talk to anybody. That's how much of a...
Don't forget your collection of DVD players.
Listen. Yes, my Disney tech too, the Mickey Mouse TV, with the matching DVD VCR player underneath it, the Pirates of the Caribbean DVD player that has the Jack Sparrow skull on it. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. I don't know how else to describe it. I just love having it.
Speaking of another fandom that you absolutely love, it was not mentioned yet, but I'm going to mention it. Marvel.
Yeah.
And we know you love Marvel.
Yes.
What is the character that you just want to do? Jetstream.
If the opportunity ever comes up, we're seeing, X-Men being mentioned. We're hearing the soundtrack in certain scenarios. Jetstream. Jetstream is a character who's attached to the Hellions, who is following the orders of the great Emma Frost. Big shout out to the Marvel Rivals fans out there. They know what they're doing with that Emma Frost skin. Yeah, I would love to play Jetstream because he's Moroccan. And as somebody who's half Moroccan, that's something I would love to be aligned to do.
And have yet? I don't think you have ever done that yet either.
As like a cosplay?
Just as an actor.
No, I've had a chance to play a Moroccan girl. No, not at all, not yet. Played a character named Muhammad in Soy Nero, which is a great film. If you haven't had a chance to see Soy Nero, go check that one out. Yeah.
And you also did a movie recently, like 2 years ago, called Scrap.
Yeah.
And funny enough, you worked at the roller rink.
I did.
In the movie.
Yes.
What was it about the project that really said, I want to do this?
Man, Vivian Kerr, the director and the writer, she got on the line with me. She told me what the story was and what it meant to her. And I couldn't wait to be involved. I just love the fact that she was doing this amazing story that was telling a lot of people's stories at that time. A lot of people were going through that exact same thing that she wanted to speak on. So I jumped all the way in for it. And it was an incredible experience, a lot of fun. It's a lot of heart. And yeah, I got a chance to just be the love interest. Cool.
I just got jealous because you got to be in the same movie as Anthony Rapp.
Sure did.
Because I'm a huge rent head.
Got it.
I'm such a rent head.
Got it.
And obviously Lana, because come on, she is the queen.
Yes.
The best evil queen.
Of all times.
Of all time.
Yes, the GOAT.
And another film you did recently that went on the circuit, which I love, Vigilante.
Hey.
Now that is a short film that you starred in about 4 friends with powers who want to help their neighborhood. And did you hear about what it was going to be about and you were instantly like, I'm in?
So
what was the process for that?
With Vigilante, Wes and me have been friends for years. And it was one of those things where I was just waiting on him to make the phone call. Like, he wants to be a director. He always talked about it. He's done the work. He came from the Vine era of content creators. Here he is today, still in LA, still making his moves. And it was just, for me, as his friend, just waiting on him to make the call. I didn't even care what it was. Just tell me where you need me so I can be there and be whatever you need me to be to help this vision for you to come to life. Then I read the script and I was like, you called the right guy. Thank you for calling me. Because, man, my character he's a mug. He's a mug, man. To the point where we were at DreamCon and when we screened it there. Once it was all done, applause is done, people giving their do our Q&A, and we're getting ready to wrap it up. And I heard a girl off to the left side of the stage yell out, "Man, y'all better kill Khleo." And I was like, that's how I know my performance was what it needed to be.
That's how you know you did a good performance.
Bingo.
When people have such a vitriol reaction, you did your job correctly.
Yes. It was that for me. I love doing Vigilante. It is, people only got to see a very small piece of the story that Wes and his brother have for this project. We're working on the next phase of it, so I'm excited to see what comes from that. But Vigilante is a really, really great story. It's well done. It's well edited. Wes he called in every favor, which is where we are in entertainment now. Like, people who are passionate about what they do are gonna want to do what they love. So if you have that select group of people who can help make this project feel and look and sound to an upper quality level, go for it. Even if you don't have it, go find those people to help you make that happen. And that's what Wes did with Vigilante, man. That's why it sounds the way it does. That's why it looks the way it does. And it's now streaming on American Airlines flights, which is pretty cool. Like, I got on the plane to PAX, and I just had to see it. I had to turn it on. I was like, this is dope. This is really cool to see. This is cool to see, man. Yeah.
That actually was going to be my next question, because you did screen it at DreamCon, BlurredCon. You were also up for the Festival for American Black Film Festival, which is incredible.
Yeah.
How close are we to a feature film of Vigilante, would you say, do you think?
That's a Wes question. You got to talk to Wes. I am just the actor, and if Wes says it's go time, he knows it's go time. He has this thing with me because I told him I'm on a limit. I'm on a time limit. I'm starting to click the days off of when maybe I'll just pull the plug on everything, just randomly, just on some, like, you know what? So I let him know that. And Wes said he was gonna, wherever I am in the world, he's gonna show up like Bruce Wayne did at the end of The Dark Knight Rises when he saw Alfred at the tea shop. Yeah. He said he's gonna be at one of the tables, like,
it's time.
Meaning I gotta come back. That's how Wes wants to play it. But yeah, that question goes to Wes, and when he calls, I will be ready to go.
It's crazy. Like, you would really step back for it.
Here. It's that only started creeping in recently for me. And the only reason why, though, is just because I really have been doing this since 5. So I've given a big chunk of my life dedicated to this vision and this dream. And every day I wake up, I am so excited, and I get to create something every day. We live in a generation of entertainment. Me and you've had this conversation before, where when I wanted to be an actor, there was no device in my home that I could record a video, record audio, and edit it and put it out there for the world to see this thing I was passionate about. That didn't exist when I said I wanted to be an actor. Now I have access to it, and I do it every single day, not only as the actor, but as the producer, the content creator, the gamer, the streamer, the host. I do all of this every day, and I have fun doing it because I came from the generation of entertainment where I had to wait for someone to bring me into a room to audition to then get permission to do this thing. I don't live a part of that world anymore, so I'm very grateful for that. But I also look at it like, okay, when will it be enough for me? And if I can cap it somewhere, maybe I get a chance to live life a different way that I didn't really see before. So that only started creeping in very recently, that thought. So I feel like if I could split my life into 2 chapters, I dedicated my entire being of everything I do to one half. The next half, who knows?
Okay.
That's what I see.
Well, no matter what chapter it is, I'm sure we'll all be there for it.
Hey, listen, I rock with your boy. Rock with your boy one time, man. Rock with your boy.
And do you have any upcoming projects that you can share about?
Yeah, we just finished production on Pulso, aka If It Bleeds. It's my very first scary film. I had a lot of fun doing that. I got our last day of production. I got to do the big thing that people watch slasher movies for. So that was a lot of fun. We got that going. We have the 4 controllers, which is me and my family, Kadeem, Hamil, Khleo, and of course Khleo. We talk video games, we talk anime, we talk movies, TV shows. We're streaming on all platforms. That's 4 controllers with a K, by the way, on all social media platforms because all of our names start with a K. We're going down to DreamCon. We'll be hosting some stuff down there once more. And I very recently started the process of writing my first feature, and I'm having so much fun.
Yay!
I'm not gonna lie. This is being very transparent. I was scared.
I mean, it's a scary thing.
I was scared, and I'm like, yeah, I've been doing this my whole life, and like I have the know-how, and I know how this is supposed to be done. But I was scared to start the process because I'm like, what if I did the what if it's not thing? Yeah. But I'm like, but look at all the stuff I've done, and I had to like talk myself into being like, no, shut up, sit down, go to your desk, and begin. And man, when I did, it just started flowing, and I loved it. I got addicted to it. So it's been like 2 weeks now, and I'm in that room locked in, just like putting stuff together. Like, okay, this is the inspiration. And if you've seen my battle station, it's ridiculous. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 screens on my desk because of the streaming and the gaming and stuff. So it looks like the Batcave in there right now. It is stuff everywhere on every screen, and I love it. So I'm having a blast doing that. And yeah, man, more stuff with Logitech. You know, me and Logitech have been in business now for the last 4 years as one of the faces of the brand, and I'm working on some really, really great stuff with them as far as some of their new products coming out. And yeah, those are some of the immediate things I can speak on.
Well, I'm glad that you're writing.
Yeah.
I'm glad that even though it was scary, you still did it.
Get over it.
Because the only way it stays scary is if you don't do it.
That's what I'm saying. And I know that. You feel me? So that's the thing. If you know that, like, you should have just jumped. But it was one of those things for me, man. It's like all the music I did, like I didn't put those together. I was like, I already have that skill set. Like, I know how to paint a picture with words. I know how to do this. So why don't you just jump? I had that fear all this time, and I just finally just said, you know what, we're going for it. Let's see what happens. And I feel very excited.
I can't wait to see it.
I feel very excited.
I will say this. One fandom that you're a fan of shocked me. And I think it shocked me because I think when I was growing up, I was always made fun of liking this fandom. Power Rangers.
Oh, hell yeah. What do you mean? Like you were a fan? We're not a fan.
Oh, I'm a fan.
Huge fan. Huge fan.
I started going to WarfCon in like back in 2010 was my first time.
Ooh. Are you keeping up with the comics?
And I've gone ever since.
Real one. So you know about Lord Draken and all that?
I'm not a comic person.
Okay.
I'm the TV.
Okay.
And now that Disney is supposedly in the works of, because let's be real, I love Power Rangers, but the Disney era.
Listen, I wouldn't.
The Disney era is
different.
Some of the best seasons. Oh, okay. You don't agree?
No. I'm saying it's different, and the fact that you love it is what it's supposed to be.
like even the theme songs, like or some like my favorite theme songs, just like to re-listen to. What's your favorite season?
I gotta go with Mighty Morphin. Mighty Morphin out the gate, but there's a video game called, I believe it's called, no, Tournament Fighters is the Ninja Turtle one. There's a video game for the Super Nintendo where you play as the Zords and you fight each other. And let me tell you, that Ninja Megazord is a beast. So the Ninja one,
Ninja Storm.
Yeah, no, not Ninja Storm came way later. I'm talking like
we're talking about the third season of Mighty Morphin.
I think it's the third season when they had the two fits. They were regular, and then they had like a ninja fit, and then the real fits. Yeah, but that Ninja Megazord, that's the first Power Rangers toy I remember having, with the frog legs and the bear chest and the wolf and the monkey on the arms and the crane head. Oh, it was so sick. Such a great design. Such a great design. Yeah, I want to see more Power Ranger stuff, man. Laura Draken, I can't wait for that to potentially become a thing.
And before we get out of here, I want to pitch something to you.
Talk to me.
I want to do a trivia Disney with you.
Can we do two right now?
To see, we don't have the time.
Okay, got it.
But because I want to see which one of us is the bigger Disney one. Because I know I am. And I'm not even going to do the decoms. We'll do straight Disney.
Straight Disney?
I mean, we can't do the decoms.
No. No, I've given you the easy way out. You know that ain't my realm. But if we talking Disney,
if we're talking about Disney movies, yeah.
We talking Lion King, Mulan, Aladdin, Hercules, Tarzan, Little Mermaid, Toy Story.
We're gonna keep it early. Life. So anything before, let's go 2009.
Deal.
Anything before 2009.
Deal.
Down. Chae got it.
Chae going.
So y'all heard it here. We're gonna plan this for y'all, and somebody else is gonna plan the questions. Obviously.
Yeah, Angel. Shout out to my moderator on my Twitch channel, Angel. She's the best. Okay. She's the best Disney trivia person ever. She's nicknamed the Disney Queen in my Twitch channel.
I love that.
She's incredible. So she has to be the.
I'll be the princess.
Judge.
It's fine.
Okay. All right.
I like being the Disney princess.
All right. So what does that leave me? Just a joker?
I was gonna say sidekick, but go.
The sidekick.
I'm joking. We can do Zero to Hero.
I'll take it.
Zero to Hero.
I'll take it.
I mean, it's already there.
It's already there. It might as well. You're right.
Thank you guys so much for joining me and Khleo here at the Media That Makes Us. It was fun. We have to do this again eventually. And keep an eye out for something we're cooking up for later in the year that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. I'm your host, Chae Jones. I don't even remember if I said that earlier. Just in case if you're new here, I'm Chae Jones. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share this page with your friends if you think they love media and want to hear about some of their favorite actors or people in the industry and what helped shape them. And don't forget to continue to listen and download our podcast.
Bye, guys.